Welcome back to some other place, which every time I say it now, it throws me how terrible of a title that is. Um, nice of me to annoy that guy.
Where now? There's no way I can swim there.
If I get there by jumping on guys' heads, I will lose my shit. Why didn't you say anything before?
You're sending me home?
I'm pretty sure I just got my soul harvested. Yep. Yep, this is definitely hell.
This looks nothing like home. That poisonous mushroom sent me to the wrong place.
Poisonous mushroom. Listen, that guy is many things, but I would not call him, not look at him and say poisonous mushroom. I don't know. Maybe I don't know my mushrooms well enough, but damn it. I was really trying to die. Alright, so the music. It keeps having these, like, stings in it that sound like they're supposed to be creepy. And while the visuals here are definitely creepy on their own, it's one thing to sort of set an overall tone of creepiness with the music, it's another to have stings in it that sort of seem to, you would think are there to indicate something has just happened that I need to be paying attention to or worried about, right? I don't know, like, the music's not bad, actually. I quite like it, mostly. But it's got some bits that are a bit out of the ordinary. Or a bit out of place. Bro, what is this? Why does this gnome have a mech? Why? That's alive. This game is horrifying.
Hello there. I'm lost.
Back off! Stay out of the mine!
What if I don't listen to you? What if I climb down this horrible thing? I really don't want to. I really want nothing to do with that. I'm actively, like, revolted by the prospect of... Is that just a noose? I'm actively revolted at the prospect of climbing into a... whatever that thing is. Well, that's not what I expected, but it sure is something. He doesn't like that. Alright, well, then my only interaction in all of the things out here, all of which are horrible and yet kind of intriguing, the only interaction that I can actually have to move forward is to climb down the esophagus of this thing. Which, for my character, should be a horrifying prospect. Why am I just okay with this? Also, as a reminder, for some reason, when I used the flint and steel before, it was, in fact, consumed. So despite the fact that I just saw this guy's candle and thought, hey, maybe that should be lit, I don't have that flint and steel anymore. Oh, cool. I just stole some whatever that was. Coal, I suppose. Again, can't interact with much of anything. This is mostly just to... I literally picked up something I could not see because it was obscured. Again. It was a slimy mushroom.
Hands off the lamp, rat!
Okay. Why are all these guys so fucked up? Why is that guy missing his legs and shit?
Huh. If only I had something heavy to smash it with.
If you make me drop a man gnome thing to deal with this, I will. Also, there's an interaction here and an interaction there.
Only I had something.
Are they this?
Huh. If only.
Okay, alright. Cool. All these people, and none of them I can talk to. And all these dead interactions. Okay, so let's look at this again. What am I supposed to infer from all of this? Let's take my best guess. The machine outside had some sort of smashing ability. It lights up, it crushes, something like that. So maybe I could go take the coal outside. However, down here, we've got a whole bunch of guys. One is over here, seemingly doing nothing, next to a plate that when I interact with it, it seems to be nothing. So, in a smart game, I would just assume that's literally nothing. But in this game, I'm going to assume that this is supposed to tell me that I need to feed him somehow. Now, what would I feed him? I don't know. Do they eat the mushrooms? Seems weird that they would just eat the mushrooms, but he would be sitting here not eating mushrooms, seeing as I just picked up the mushrooms and he could have just walked over here and picked up mushrooms. Do they eat the coal? I don't know. Seems weird that they'd be mining coal and then eating coal, but maybe it could be that too. The only other interaction here...
Your hands off the mechanism, else you cripple poor doopy!
He looks pretty crippled already, honestly, man. Did you guys fuck up his legs like that? Alright, so... I can't interact with anyone. If I interact with things, I sometimes get screamed at. So, what am I going... What is my assumption here? In a normal game, I would say, okay, maybe I shouldn't touch the mechanisms. Maybe I shouldn't cripple poor Dopey. Maybe I should try and get out of here. However, this is Creepy Tail. So by Creepy Tail logic, what I'm going to assume here is I have to feed this man so that he goes to sleep or gets distracted so that I can operate the machinery so that I can drop poor Dopey to his maiming or death on these rocks that I will then get some rocks from, and the game will tell me, hooray, you killed a man for some rocks. You now have rocks. What to do with those rocks doesn't matter. Don't think about that too much. That would be weird. Let's see if I'm right.
Raw mushroom!
So he says they're raw. I'm gonna infer I need to cook them. Now, how do I cook them? I don't know. Can't interact with any of this. So, absent anything to do down here, I'm gonna go back up. Do I really have to hold this the whole time to climb back up the ladder? Alright, again. In one of the... Okay, finally, I let go of it and it kept going anyway. In one of the other Creepy Tail games, maybe that makes sense because I need to stay partway up the ladder so I don't get caught by somebody. But currently, I'm not currently being chased or pursued by anyone, so there's no reason for me to need to climb up such a long ladder in such a short or in such a long period of time and be able to pause halfway up. There's no reason for that. All right. I have mushrooms that I can't do anything with and coal that I don't know what to do with. So I'm going to assume that I need to smash the coal, because that's literally the only interaction I can see. I now have hot coals, which is not what I expected. Is this an oven? Yeah, I can't interact with that. I have a nebulous interaction in the middle of its head here. I only have one item. I'm going to assume that means I'm going to cook the mushroom. Literally the only interaction I have at my disposal. I wasn't expecting that to be an oven. When you have it make a... What do you want?
Why so grumpy?
Want your legs breaking?
Can I give you this? Okay, so him sniffing at me means nothing. So why have it? Now I gotta do it manually. Are you all gonna sniff at me, or only the guy outside for some reason? Seems like only the guy outside for some reason. Which would further seem to suggest that it did in fact matter and was not just a random reaction. Alright, here's your mushroom. Why did I make you a mushroom? I don't know. Oh, he's missing an arm too. Cool. So now he's asleep. And just as I thought, I'm going to go break this man's arms with a machine. I hate it here.